It is important to create a culture of collaborative discussion because it takes time and practice to engage in meaningful classroom discussions about how and why a puzzling phenomenon occurs. Students need opportunities to practice sharing ideas and building on one another. Scientists collaborate to explain the natural world and make predictions. Students can engage in this practice of scientists. Productive discussion routines help students express their ideas and collaborate with one another. Power can be shared with students because students take ownership in the discussion. The overall message is that our collective work is stronger than individual ideas. In this video, you will see second graders in an SPS classroom continuing to work with the culture of collaborative discussion. You will see students using sentence starters to ask each other to repeat or clarify what they said and build on each other. This is something that the class has been working on for a long time. Notice how the teacher encourages students' participation using cubes and facilitates the discussion.
All right, scientists, my geologists, look up here. What does this say?
Building on
It
ideas.
says building on ideas. See these cubes?
Yeah.
We can build with these cubes. When I take them apart, I want you to think about them like ideas. Are they together right now?
No.
Have they built anything?
No.
No. But let's say I call on someone. That's one idea. And they call on someone. It's another idea. And then that person calls on someone. It's another idea. And we put these little ideas together. What do we get?
A big idea.
A bigger idea. So today what I really want you to think about is even if you give a little idea, it helps us get to a bigger idea. And we work together. Like imagine these as different students that answered a question. You work together to make a big idea. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So let's get ready to build. Who's got the first idea? How do landforms change? Even if it's a little idea, it's still important to making our big idea. Okay? It's still important. Everyone look at Natalie. She's going to be our first idea.
I think because it can, like the rocks fall off the cliff.
Okay, that was our first little idea. Natalie, pick someone showing an add-on sign.
Natalie, can you repeat that? I think because the rocks are falling off. Natalie, can you explain that in a different way? That it means like rocks are falling off the cliff, like they're falling into the water.
Okay. Who can add on to that? Call on someone, Natalie.
Everybody look at Chase.
Nice swivel, second graders.
I want to add on to Natalie because the water crashes it onto the cliff and then it turns into really small pieces and then it falls to the ground and it makes the cliff like smaller. And it's since the rocks are falling down on the edge, one by one it gets smaller.
Call on someone showing agree. Look, we have two ideas so far. We're getting it. Our idea is getting bigger as we go.
Everybody look at TRE.
I agreed with Chase because my partner even said that, and I was agreeing, so I agreed with Chase. Can you repeat that? I agreed with Chase because my partner was thinking the same, and I think they're right, so I think I agreed.
And someone add on how landforms change.
Chase.
And calling someone different. He's already had his small idea here.
Neha. I want to add on because I know or like I think they change by like once the water hits the cliff, it'll cause the rocks to fall off because then when the water hits it, it's gonna get loose and then it's gonna break off. Neha, can you please repeat?
Look at Neha. Turn on your listening ear.
I think that the water breaks the water breaks the cliff because the water will like water from it'll like get to the rock cliff and then it's gonna cause pieces of the rock to fall off.
Let's see. So far we have 4 little ideas that are built up. We have 2 more opportunities to make a big idea. Neha calling someone else, showing their sign.